Happy New Year. And firstly, thank you to all of my members for being patient, supportive, loving, and just allowing these incredible, powerful workings of yoga to work through you, and for your patience and support with me as I continue to unfold and navigate the tech awareness to bring more and more offerings to you. So thank you so much for your support, your love, your patronage. And today we're going to start on our backs in a restorative bridge. Place a block below your sacrum, the flat part where that flat bone aligns. Hopefully you can see me here. You're going to place your heels underneath your knees, 90 degrees, cactus arms here. This feels glorious already. Feel free to close your eyes. Let your shoulders be heavy. Whatever it is that you are starting the year with, know that we are already starting with retrograde. And it can feel as if in this time right now, the juxtaposition of new anticipation and at the same time, there's a little bit of baggage that we have left behind, right? We still have our taxes to do. We have ends to clean up with end of the year, even though we're in a numerically new beginning. So that is actually just an ebb and flow and a reflection of life. That is an ebb and flow of the cyclical giving reciprocity, giving and taking, but nothing is ever fully in completion. It's kind of mirroring birth and destruction, right? The ending of one is the beginning of another. And sometimes we might feel as if it's a false hope, right? We're writing the new beginning of the new year, the auspiciousness of the energy, and putting blind faith into action. And I want us to not put blind faith, but directed energy, directed, clear energy into what it is that we want to shift and cultivate. And how do we do that? Well, winter is the time for us to get very personal within the shadows of ourselves, to see ourselves as we truly are. Only from that point can we allow ourselves to be authentic without shame, right? So here's a wonderful incubation, and winter is this time of going within, of nestling within. How can I go further within so I can find some peace around the things I can control? We're going to lift our hips up, slide that block out from underneath you. Take your time here. Let your pelvis and your sacrum roll down one vertebrae at a time. Keep your feet underneath your knees and walk your feet as wide as your mat, knees slightly in towards each other. 90 degrees cactus arms here. Just let your knees windshield wiper over to the right side. Let them fall over to the right. And without trying to force, without trying to do anything, see if you can close your eyes. Let your body now navigate and give you the wisdom that's there. This is the first hip opener and sacral release. So if your body feels like it's warmed up, again, you have agency, individuation over your practice. That is exactly what 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝗶𝘀𝘁𝘀 means. The divine is inherently present in each individual, manifesting as each individual's recipe. So if your individuation would like to hook your right leg to the outer part of your left thigh, you have agency to increase this intensity. If it feels good where it is right now, just leave it where it is. Close the eyes. Sometimes we may not feel as if we are making enough difference, progress in our lives, in showing up in our dharma, in the collective. And even though we might not see the nano-thousandth of progress, just know that the universal alignment, life is designed to keep us in forward motion, right? Our emotionality and what we feel around our circumstances, that's what makes us human, and that's what we do on the mat and off the mat with all of our tools to navigate these feelings so they don't sink us and derail us. But ultimately, life is unfolding and continues to unfold in these karmic patterns of destruction and elevation, destruction and elevation, destroying what no longer serves in our ego, in our material world, to create room. It's like a slash and burn technique. Slash the earth, burn it, and then there's a new field to plant steady, fertile seeds to sprout. That right leg is crossed. Uncross the right leg. Move slowly here. Move slowly. Respect for the body temple. And then slowly let your knees come back to center. No rush at all. And take a moment, get in touch with the subtle realm here before you even swing your knees over to the other side. Just pause. Beginning of the year is the opportunity to get in touch with the kinesthetic awareness of your body. Most people are not aware of their bodies until we are still. And even so, then they pop their head up, looking around, FOMO, to see what it is that's being missed out on. The subtlety of Kriya. Can you close your eyes right now? Can you get in touch and feel that the left side is a little bit more elongated? Can you get in touch with your physical awareness on a subtle level and feel the openness, the fluidity that's running down the left meridian, Ida Nadi, feminine Nadi of the left side? And then let your knees draw over to the left side. Move slowly here. Again, the body is not separate from the mind or the spirit. It is all one. This side might be different for you. This side might feel a little bit tighter, a little bit more expansive. That's okay. It's designed, our left and right sides, to be slightly different. And just pause here. And take a moment and just scan the right side of your body without forcing, without even hooking right away. You might not need to hook. So let's take agency. Let's pull it back. And if your body in this moment, in this time, on this side, feels like the left leg can hook to the outer part of the right thigh, and if that's going to bring you to a place of deeper balance and alignment for your individual, your Ishta designed body and practice, go ahead and take agency and hook. And then close the eyes. We may not think that we are having substantial impacts, and we are. And I'm referencing this because at the beginning of the year, when many shifts might be happening, when we can feel as if we are staying positive and at the same time worried, right? Because I know that comes up for quite a few people. The nano imprints of what you have chosen to do to make yourself align, the right action, manipura, the dharma, the showing up, the staying consistent in your practice, all of these little bits do add up. And I'm going to show you how, and I'll share with you. Take a deep breath, inhale, pause here. And on your exhalation, very slowly, if that left foot is hooked, I want you to unhook your left foot. Take your time, plant both feet down, no rush. And then from here, I want you to find your strap, loop it around the ball of your right foot. Just take your time as you're listening here. Loop it around the ball of your right foot. Keep your left knee bent, left foot down on the ground. Extend your right foot up to the ceiling. Let your arm bones fall into the earth. So give yourself enough room that the arm bones, the elbows are on the earth and your toes are being pulled back, right? It's not about the height of the leg, but rather, where do I feel sensation in the back of my thigh, the back of my knee? And then pause here. The back body, especially the backs of the legs, are where the unconscious resides. Right? So as you keep peeling the toes back, it's not a static asana. right? This is Ardha Hanumanasana, half split pose, but just on your back. So can you keep peeling the toes back? Can you keep pressing the crown back? Can you keep lengthening your tailbone heavily to the ground? Maybe some of you might be inclined to lengthen that left leg. Again, close the eyes. Nothing and no one to see today. Just dropping into you in your own practice. The slow, significant changes that we make within ourselves directly affects other people. And we might not see that right away. And I'll give you an example, right? Sometimes when we're learning what our boundaries are and we keep sharing that with people within our lives, we start with the people closest to us. We might get pushback with it. Same thing here. You might be feeling some resistance and some pushback within your hamstring. Boundaries are there to protect you. So as you're stating your boundaries, it might feel as if you're getting pushback from family members, from friends, from children, from whomever that you are inserting your boundaries. Eventually, as you keep showing up without fighting, without forcing, your boundaries become respected by those who are meant to align with you. Those who are not will eventually turn a new leaf. They may bow out of your life. They may go down a different path. That's okay. Can you find that place right now where you're not pushing past your boundary on your right leg? And you're able to breathe effortlessly, fluidly, without force. Take both ends of the strap now into your left hand. Right thumb inside your right hip crease. Anchor and draw your right hip down. Draw that left leg over to the left side. Again, just staying very intimate here. Now pause here and just notice what's happening on this side of the body. Notice what might be coming up. What information are you getting on this side? Take both ends of your strap into your right hand. Open up that right thigh just about 10%. Just see what's there without going past your edge. I want you to stay really intimate in your own practice today. Stay very centered. And then pause here. Take a moment. And we're going to open up that right leg. We're going to let the right leg today fall completely open to the side, propped up on a bolster or a block. Right? So you're going to give yourself enough slack with, if you peek up over at the screen, enough slack with that left side strap that your right leg falls open but is propped up. Now pause here. You have agency to design the blocks any height. Yes, so we're going to prop up either on a block, a bolster, and then see if you can let go of the strap. Bring the arms, two options for you, either straight up overhead or 90 degrees cactus. The arm bones, the wrists, the backs of the elbows on the ground. So if the back of the hands feel as if they are being moved away from the ground, see if you can maybe widen the arms. Right? Again, we are not cookie cutter, which is why today I am taking the opportunity to spotlight someone else so that way you can see that it's not about matching, but that we have many different options. And then scan your body here. Are you resisting? Are you feeling something unlocking? Are you holding your breath? Are you creating more tension and more restriction within your body? In order to go into a brand new beginning, in order to open up and find expansion, there is a release and a surrender that needs to happen within our physical body, right? The body, the mind, and the soul are treated as separate entities in the West. In the West, meaning Western Europe and Americas. However, the mind, the body, and the soul are one. So do your best right now to see if you can close your eyes and notice if that sensation on the right side body, Pingala Nadi, the right side of the body, can you feel that fluidity? Can you feel that expansion? Can you feel that openness? Can you drop the tongue to the bottom half of your jaw? Take a smooth breath here to inhale. Slowly start to bend your right knee. You're going to find your tree pose, right foot above or below your left knee. So either calf height, ankle height, or above that left knee. Now, here's the beautiful thing about practicing tree pose on the ground. Blocks, props, blankets, bolsters underneath that right knee. What do you need to support the outer part of that right thigh so you can find ease and elevation? And here's where we're using the floor today to create traction for the back of the spine. So peek up for a moment here. You'll notice that the back of my neck, I'm pressing the crown. This is what happens when I actively press my crown. There's a little bit of an extension that happens in my cervical spine between C2 and C7. See if you can do that actively, and that's going to create spaciousness between chin and chest. Right? So spaciousness for an apple. And then flex your left foot. Literally emulate as if you were stepping on the ground by peeling the toes back. Now take up space with the arms. Can you bring your fingertips, index finger and thumb to touch, Surya Mudra, into full vikrasana, full tree pose on the ground? Get this feeling into your body. Now leave the arms where they are. Notice if the arms have come off the ground. Can you take up spaciousness with the arms? And notice and scan by closing the eyes. Wow, I can feel maybe my serratus anterior. Maybe I feel my lats. Maybe I feel my larger back muscles. Plugging in the sense memory, the muscle memory for this posture is going to help you emulate it and have your body retain the memory when we're standing. Smooth breath to inhale. Draw that right knee into your chest. Use your arm bones. Right ankle over top of left thigh, number 4. Now pause for a moment here as you bring your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Draw your left thigh in towards you. Take your time here. Loop your hands around your left thigh bone. Right elbow gently opens up that left thigh. Notice if your chin and your head and your shoulders start to come off of the earth, right? So I want you to use the floor today to press and sink into the earth. I want you to feel your spine supported from the ground. And then flex that left foot, right? 90 degrees with that left foot. Might even lift that left heel up in line with your left knee. Now pause here. This is funky tree. Pause for a second. You might look up at me. So we're getting into the hips, because as we start to go into the winter months, we're going to start to practice the standing, start to practice the opening, start to practice the ability to not touch the legs, but to stay rooted within where our autonomy is for our body, right? And it starts here. That bottom leg is flexed, that front leg is flexed. Smooth breath to inhale here. Exhale, uncross that right leg, left leg next to right. Release. We're going to take bridge pose here. So press your triceps down, fingertips reach up, lift your hips. Fingertips reach up, triceps into the earth. Maybe you'll slide your hands underneath your buttocks. Maybe you'll clasp your fingers, roll the shoulder blades in, take a moment here, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Spaciousness between chin and chest here. Pause. And then as if you could feel a magnet on the inner thigh bones. So there's a lot happening here, right? The back of the hamstrings, the buttocks, the glutes, the triceps are actively pressing down so the hips can move up. I want you to take a smooth breath in. Visualize your energy center from where your perineum is moving right behind your navel. Right, so that's your power center. We bring it right back. Now release and unclasp the hands. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. The beautiful thing about practice is that we always have a second side. Left knee comes in. On the breath, inhale. Circle that left ankle a few times, one way and then the other. And then find your strap, loop it around the ball of your left foot. on your own time. Let the arm bones fall into the earth. This gives you the feeling of taking spaciousness. It also stretches the pectorals, right? So the arm bones, the elbows fall into the earth, and you're giving yourself enough slack so the left ball mound is peeling back. You want to straighten your left knee as best as possible. So you're not locking the knee, but you're stretching the back of the left knee's tendon, the back of the calf. That soleus should feel as if it's being worked right now. That's your calf muscle. And keep peeling the toes back, right? So we've heard of point. We want to flex the foot. We want to flex the foot so much that the toes come all the way back towards your crown. It's almost as if you were Fred Flintstoning your car. If you don't know what that reference means, man, do I feel like I'm in a different century. And then close the eyes here. Notice if this is where you need to be. So many times at the beginning of the year, we get very caught up in the, but I know I'm going to become a butterfly, even though I can see it. I have vision. My vision is to have this multicolored wingspan. And that's wonderful. But right now we might be collectively in the chrysalis, right? So have the vision of what your wingspan will be and the colors and all of that beauty of the butterfly. But as you're in your containment, stay in your lane, get subtle, get introspective. Notice if this is where my knee needs to be, the right knee, or if I can maybe extend it. And it doesn't have to go all the way down to the ground, right? That takes time. Where can I honor where my body is right now? So many times we look at the end result or where we were or where we think we need to be. And that's where we get derailed. Now, for many of us that are experiencing some upheavals, wherever you are in the world, I'm here to remind you, the universe is designed to give us exactly what we need. And it's not the bad. The universe is designed to bring us goodness. When challenges happen, it's because we're leveling out or it's already served its time. Our human emotionality and our ego becomes attached, right? So the yogic term, aparigraha, non-attachment, non-gripping, can be challenging for us. You might want to stay in this pose as you start to feel that hamstring, for instance, elongate, right? You might feel very attached to, oh, this is finally feeling as if it's opening. But I'm going to now tell you and ask you to take both ends of your strap into your right hand, your left thumb inside that left hip crease, anchor it down, and gently guide that left leg over to the right side just a little bit, and then pause. Right? You want to feel that sensation running down the outer IT band. And pause here. Notice what might be coming up. We don't always see the nano thousandths, the nanoseconds, the pebbles that we are taking towards our life path step. And I'll show you how, as yogis, because we're all yogis, showing up on our mat, practicing our life practice. Take both ends of the strap now into your left hand very slowly. Open it up. Right hand's going to go on your right thigh first. And just pause here for a moment. Open up that left leg if you haven't already and let that left thigh fall onto the bolster. Beautiful. If you didn't catch that boundary in action, beautiful teaching tool, beautiful dharma in action right now. The UPS guy, delivery person, was supposed to pick up a package. And he left the receipt, my receipt, downstairs. So he wanted to take my package, put the label on downstairs, and oh, yes, I'll come back and give you the receipt. I don't feel comfortable with that. I said, why don't you come back when you have the receipt as well as the label, and we'll do it then. It's just a way of stating our boundaries clearly and kindly, and then surrendering the rest. Why is that super important? Because the more we practice it, and you're going to get pushback, the more you practice what serves you, the stronger your voice gets and the stronger your intuition gets with making the choices that best serve you. Every single person that practices yoga is a unique design. Not every person is dealing with the same issues. Hips, knees. Some of you might have 4 props right now for that leg. Take a moment here. Scan what's happening on the left inner thigh, left gracilis. Now, 2 things are going to happen here, right? If that left thigh feels a little weak, I want you to flex that left foot. So engage your left thigh. You might bring your hands palms down if your inner thigh strength is a little weaker right now. So you might bring your palms alongside your hips, pressing down to the ground, and see if you can lift that left leg off of your prop for 2 inches and then tree pose. Left foot above or below without touching your leg, without dragging it to the ground, and that's okay if you need to help your leg with your hand. Above or below that right knee. If it's somewhere on your knee joint, you can manually move above or below. Thigh, calf, or ankle. And then slide your prop underneath your left knee so it's not overextending. Cactus arms, or take the arms into a wide Vrksasana. Index finger and thumbs to touch. Reach the arms up. Notice what this feels like to stand in your tree pose. To be here in this moment, this tree pose. How is this different than any other tree pose you've taken? And then can you find the spaciousness in your body here? Can you find that place where you can breathe into the side ribs, the armpits? Let the back bones be heavy on the earth. Slowly draw that left knee in. If you need to use your hands, absolutely do that. Cross left ankle over top of right thigh. Make that number 4. For some of you, it might feel really good to just take that number 4, opening up the outer thigh. Works in a very different area of the body. That opens up the gluteus medius and the outer part of the greater trochanter, outer left hip. Some of you might be inclined to bend that right knee and make that number 4, hugging your hands through your right thigh. Now flex your right foot and see if you can bring it perpendicular in line with that right knee. And then pause here. Left elbow helps to gently guide that left thigh open. Right thigh bone continuously comes towards your heart. So there's a little duality that's happening. Left leg's moving away from you, right knee is moving towards you. Now, can you emulate funky chair here? Remember what I say for those of you that also take my dance classes, whatever you see in warm-up, you might see in choreo. Kind of same here, right? Whatever you see on the ground, you might see as you're standing up. Knees into the chest. Take a smooth breath here to inhale. Hug your knees. Hold on to your shin bones. Tuck your chin into your chest. Now, rock and roll forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Take your time. You're going to come to standing pose, samasthitihi, palms face forward. However you need to stand. And as you're standing, plugging into the earth, circle the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, standing forward fold, belly towards your thighs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, circle the arms around and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands down the midline of your body like you're moving through water. Let it feel like it's a waterfall. Let it feel like it's a prayer. Take this a few times on your own. Inhale, lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, maybe you open the mouth. Soft bend. Always keep a little bend in the knees here. And this is the beauty of what happens with the practice. We don't get pulled out. We stay plugged in. Let your feet be like two prongs. Without rushing, I'm going to start to add on here, right? So without rushing, it's not going to be seen. I'm not demoing it today because I really want you to listen. Circle the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. No need to rush. As you next exhale and fold forward. Standing forward, fold, making this your own. Inhale, lengthen out of the Uttanasana, flat back, no rush. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. How you choose to get there, I want you to follow the natural rhythm of your body. Inhale, your right leg straight up and back. Exhale, right foot in between the hands, left foot a little left of center. Rise to warrior one. Smooth breath, inhale. Exhale, straight back down, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg straight up and back. Left foot in between your hands. Right foot a little right of center. Anchor into warrior one. Rise straight up. Exhale, go straight back down to downward facing dog. Take this 2 more times on your own. You have agency over your practice, what it feels like in your body in this moment, without rushing. Wherever you are, whenever you are finishing, whichever phrase and right or left side, the next time you finish your left side warrior one, we're all gonna meet in downward facing. So if you're still on the right side, do the complete right and do the complete left. And if you're on the left side, finish it up and hold your down dog. If you feel like you have a little bit more Agni, a little bit more fire, and you want to do right and left one more, do it. We'll all eventually meet and hold in downward facing dog. No rush. Just trust in the intuition and the wisdom of your body. From downward facing dog, no rush. Look up at the space between your hands. You're going to step, you're going to hop, you're going to glide, you're going to take a little saunter, maybe a morning stroll, an evening stroll towards your hands. Little bend in the knees here, right? Now, every single time you come to this position, Uttanasana, I want your belly to be on top of your thighs. Does that mean that you need to bend your knees more? If so, do it. Let your head be heavy. That is your Uttanasana. Now plug your feet into the earth. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms pressed. Exhale, hands down the midline of your body. Pause, samasthitihi. Pause here, palms face forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inner thighs touch. Beautiful. Take your time, listen carefully. Hands to your heart center. This helps us balance right and left meridians, right and left brain hemispheres. Shift your weight to your right leg. You're going to stand and lift your left foot off of the earth. Without touching your left foot, find your tree pose. Above or below that right knee. So Brooke, you're going to stand tall, right? So shoulders over your hips. The leg doesn't have to be high. Notice where you're going. Am I trying to bring my leg all the way up? Peek up at the screen for a moment, right? Can be low, can keep it so low to the ground. Hands can be out to the side. Few options for you. If balance is challenging, you're going to keep your palms together. If you want a little bit more challenge, you're going to take the arms straight up. Index finger and thumbs touch. Vikrasana. Now, can you emulate? Can you remember and plug back in the sense memory? What did it feel like? Was my rib cage lifted away, or was my back body pressing into the earth? Can you come back to that subtle place where the rib cage is in, navel into the spine, chin lifts up a little bit. Find your samasthitihi. Pause. Left leg next to right. Palms face forward, release it. Stay in your practice. Hands alongside you. Utkatasana, use your breath, let it be fluid. Bring yourself into your chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. It becomes part of the practice. Take your time, shift the weight over to your right leg. Bring your heart and your shoulders up a little bit. That's it. Shift your weight over, right leg comes up. Shift the weight to the left leg, right leg comes off the earth. Without touching above or below that left knee. Now notice if that ego wants you to get it up high. And this is where, can I stay with the attunement, the alignment of my body? If you're like me, one ankle is always a little bit more user-friendly. So maybe this is the side that you keep the palms together. Maybe this is the side where you extend the arms. Full Vikrasana. Spaciousness between chin and chest. Have you stopped breathing? Can you come back to that place where the ribs aren't sticking out, but you're emulating tree pose on the ground? That means that the back body, back ribs, you're breathing three-dimensionally. Not just chest first, not just Rajasic. Right leg next to left, samasthitihi. Take your time. Utkatasana, chair pose. Find that flow, find that fluidity. Hands to heart center, take your time. Shift your weight over to your right leg. Left leg comes up, stand tall. Just pause here, doesn't have to be high. Right hand is gonna go to your right hip. Peace sign fingers, yogic toe lock. Left hand, left big toe. Maybe you extend that left leg. Don't worry about lengthening it, right? Same thing with the strap. As best as you can for your body. Pause here, eyes steady on one point. Open up that left leg over to the left side. Right? No different than when we were doing it on the ground. Now, can you feel a little lift of your pelvis? Little lift of Mula Bandha. Bend that left knee, samasthitihi. Release it, palms face forward, stay intimate, stay in your practice. Don't get attached to it. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, reach your seat back. Exhale, hands to heart center, shift weight to left leg, right leg comes off of the earth. Take your time. It's not accomplishment, it's being in tune with your body. Left hand to the hip, peace sign fingers, yogic toe lock. Slowly extend. You were just in touch with your body, where your hamstrings are, where your knees are, where your tendons are. Keep the breath soft, right? Keep it soft like a good friend. And slowly open it up to the right side. Open it up. Parahastasana, hand to foot. Doesn't have to be high. Doesn't have to extend. Some of you are making this a dance class, hopping around your mat. Bend that left knee, right leg next to left, samasthitihi. Pause, plug in, let go of it. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Sweep the arms around and up. Exhale, standing forward fold. Uttanasana, stay in your practice, don't get attached. Inhale, lengthen the spine out of the Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back, yogi's choice, either back to down dog or through a flow. Not telling you what to do right now. First class of the season. I want you to choose the individuation that is right for you in this moment. Stay centered, stay present. Inhale, right leg up. Remember, you can always pause. You can always take a child's pose. Right knee, right side tricep. Right knee, right side tricep. Just let it touch. Inhale, right leg up. Three-legged dog. Use the breath here. Can you get that right heel a little bit higher? Exhale, right knee, left side tricep. Leave it there. Extend your right foot to the ground on the floor. Left arm high to the ceiling. This is called fallen star. Lift your hips away from the earth, away from the earth, away from the earth. Now pause here. Left arm is up. Maybe that right leg lifts off of the earth. just for a second. Just see where you are today. Maybe it doesn't. Left hand down to the earth. Step back to down dog. Release it. Let it go. Don't judge it. You're going to judge it, especially because I said don't judge it, right? We're designed to do that. That's why practice is a practice. Left leg comes up. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left side tricep. It's just an exercise. Stay within your kriya. Inhale, left leg up. Find the saham. Exhale, left knee, right side tricep. Let it touch first. Make the connection. And then extend that left leg over to the right side. Let it fall to the floor. Step by step, shift your weight to your left hand. The right arm unfolds. Notice if you're sinking into the left hip. Can you use that left hand to press down? Notice if this right arm is behind you. Can you plug it in? No different than triangle pose. Maybe that left leg lifts 1 inch off of the earth. Right hand down to the earth. Step back to down dog. Take your time. Right leg lifts straight up. 3-legged dog. Step forward in between your hands. Help it up if you need. Find your warrior 2. You're going to spin that back heel. You're going to open up to warrior 2. You're going to pause here. You're going to center in. Make the adjustments that you need. Stack your hips. Now pause, situate. One of the beautiful things about warrior 2 that's taught universally is to look forward. One of the beautiful ways to actually get into warrior 2 is to not look forward, is to face side. So I want you to think, peek up at me for a moment, because when we turn our body, this is actually torquing my knee to turn my body. So let your torso be completely flat. The only thing that turns in warrior 2 is your head. It's kind of like fencing, right? You don't fence face forward. You fence from the side, so that way your body is protected. Does that make sense? Awesome. So literally take this time right now. Make sure your body is flat. Flip that right palm. We'll flow here. Peaceful warrior. Now notice that I did this big gigantic, right? I did that so that way I want you to feel like it's this arc that's pouring over you. Now see if you can lengthen your legs. We're changing the script today. I want you to nice big circle. You're going to find your triangle pose. Keep that leg straight, left arm long by the ear. Now I want you to look at my arms here. I'm making a big circle. I want you to get into this habit this year. Peaceful warrior. You can do this with a straight or bent leg. Triangle. Notice I'm not going all the way down. I'm just opening up the side body. Take this 2 more times on your own. You can take peaceful warrior with a straight or bent leg. I like to move from a bent leg into a straight leg. It just opens up my hip a little bit more. The next time you fold forward into triangle, I want you to come back through warrior 2. I want you to pause here. Bring your palms to your heart center. Make sure you're not looking at me. Look at me first and then do it, right? So hands are going to be here. This left leg is going to step forward to tree pose. Sorry, is going to step forward to chair pose, facing front. I'm going to shift my weight to my right leg. I'm going to find my tree. I'm going to open it up. Take your time. Some of you are already there. Step that back foot forward. 1 step, chair pose. Chair pose is your prep. Tree pose. Not about the accomplishment. Left leg comes down. Samasthitihi. Plug in, wipe the slate clean. Inhale, ustrasana. Palms reach up. Exhale, standing forward fold. Belly to your thighs, knees bent. Inhale, lengthen Ardha Uttanasana, yogi's choice. Step, hop, jump, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, one of the cobras, or skip it and step back to down dog. Options are beautiful. Do you want salad? Do you want hash browns? Do you eat fish? Do you not eat fish? Are you vegan? Are you vegetarian? Options. Amazing. Beautiful thing about the practice is we have a second side. Left leg, inhale. Straight up, 3-legged. Exhale, left foot in between the hands. Right foot a little right of center. Spin the back heel, find your warrior two, let it open up, let it mesmerize you, find something new here. Now pause, situate. Notice if your torso is kind of on this weird, it's like, I'm open, but not really, but I'm looking this way, right? We want the shoulders, want the hips, everything to be flat. Then take the arms out. Only thing that turns is the head. Fencing on the left side. Left palm faces up, we flow. Peaceful. Inhale here. You can do this with a straight or bent leg. Triangle. Left hand to the top of the shin bone, right arm long. Why am I getting you this way? I'm breaking the patterns of where we go for triangles. Not about touching the ground. It's about lengthening the opposite side of the body. Take this a few times. Now, why is it super important to stretch the side body? Well, the more the side body, which connects the front and back planes, is opened up, guess what? If you deepen your breath, peek over for a moment here, on either Shanti Virabhadrasana, the side bend, or triangle, you're going to notice you can inhale a little bit more. So side bends give us the capacity to breathe a little bit more fuller. As we get into the colder months, our breathing can feel restricted, right? So side bends, super, super important. The next time you come to triangle pose, I want you to pause. Just notice where that top hand is, and then find your warrior two. Don't do it yet. Don't be in such a rush. Step by step, pebble by pebble, nanosecond. Back leg is going to step forward. 1 foot into chair. Then I go into tree. It's not an accomplishment. It's the practice. It's can I bring and yoke all of those pieces without trying to touch, without trying to manipulate. Smooth breath, inhale, lift your chin away from your chest, spaciousness. Right leg next to left, samasthitihi, plug in, let it flow like the river. Inhale, circle the arms around, then upward hastasana. Exhale, standing forward fold, uttanasana, let it go. Your choice here, you know the rest. Lengthen Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, cobra. You name it, let it flow. Downward facing dog. Look up at the space between your hands. You're going to put a little bend in your knees. You're going to hop to your knees on the ground. Peek up first. It's just a little scooch. Beautiful. All right. From here, we're going to go into a little bit of a heart opener. So if you know you need a blanket underneath your knees, you can absolutely do that. Pad your knees. Of course, my blanket is somewhere. Now, 2 things. Going super slow today. We're going into ustrasana, camel pose, not going into the full. Just prepping you for what's to come down the pipeline. Best way to do this is on the toes. This gives us a little bit of a toe stretch already. Now, I'm going to keep my blocks here for a moment because I want to teach you the best way to get into back bends. Hands are going to go to the tops of your thighs. Now, from here, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades in. As I squeeze my shoulder blades in, my chest creates spaciousness. My heart is already lifting up, right? So it's not about sending my hips forward. Some of you have been taught camel pose with your hips slamming forward. Not about that at all. Peek up and notice, I want you to visualize an invisible string from the ceiling to my heart. I'm leading with my heart. It's not about my hips moving forward. It's actually about my heart. Notice where my hips are. They're not forward. It's about my heart. And I'm holding, my voice hasn't changed because I'm not dropping my head, which was painful for me to demo. This expansion of the heart and of the biceps and of the arms gives me the opportunity, should not be doing it yet, so keep peeking up. The best way to get out of this is to then slowly let the natural S curve of my buttocks come back first, which actually, if you can peek up here, you can see that my belly is out and then my head adjusts. and then I tuck my toes. There's no compression in my low back. There's no sinking. There's none of that, right? So I just did that full demo. I will talk you now through it. You're gonna bring your hands to your heels. You're gonna come up to your knees, right? So peek up. And I'm so glad that this is being taught this way. And this is the beauty of being able to practice live, right? Because this is what we do. Let me try to grab it. Where you at? Oh, life is hard. Yoga hurts, right? And it doesn't have to be, right? And this is where we have the ability, because once we shift ourselves, other people are like, I want to be like you. How did you do that? How did you handle that? How are you not thrown or upset that UPS is coming right now, right? These things, they start to become easeful. So how do we ease into our body? Here, we start here. Watch first. I squeeze my shoulder blades back. What is going to happen to most people is that you're going to stick your heart out. Don't want you to stick your heart out. I want you to feel as if you're lifting up, kind of like baby cobra, right? That feeling of lifting the heart. My hands are on my heels. First thing I do is squeeze my shoulder blades back. The second thing I do is look where my heart is going. I'm not dropping my head, but I'm leading with my heart up to the ceiling. All I'm doing is leading, my emphasis is lifting out of my heart, not about sending my hips forward. As I lift with my heart, as you can see, my head is not dropping. I'm going to hurt myself right now to jet. This is head dropping, and it puts a strain in my neck, you can see, right? The more the heart lifts, the more, and don't do this, what I just did, the more expansion you have. You want to keep your hands to your heels because that's your connection to bend the elbows and let your butt navigate into the S curve. Our spine has a natural S curve. So if we come up to the knees and then we reach back, or we slam the hips forward, which is what's taught, you're out of alignment for your S curve. For me, with my scoliosis, the right and the left side is always in a tug of war. For anyone else's anatomy, that's a great way to get in. So you're not compromising or putting your spine at risk. Does that make sense? So come up, be on your knees, but in a seated position. And let your palms, fingers reach back, cup your heels. Then from there, you want to squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. And you may not even come off of your heels today. That's not the goal, right? Keep your drishti looking forward. Your drishti is your gaze. Don't drop your head. And all I want you to think about doing is, instead of leading with the belly, lead with your heart up to the ceiling. The heart is connected to the ceiling. Drishti is where your heart is, right in front of you. Now, can you keep feeling as if there's a line connecting you from your heart to the ceiling? Now check in. Can I breathe fluidly, effortlessly, without force? Slowly, to get out of it, keep your hands where they are. You're going to lead with your buttocks. Let your buttocks reach back to their heels. Great job, everybody, because that is the way to be able to hold your pose in a safe way. Now pause for a second. Exactly where you are. Index finger and thumb to touch, right at the center of the heart. That's what we just opened, the ahamkara mudra, mudra of the heart. Right hand to the heart center, left hand, index finger and thumb to touch on your left knee. Usually when we take ahamkara mudra, I guide you through the visualization of satyam. Today, I just want you to plug in. It is safe for me to open my heart to the unbounded possibilities. It is safe for me to open my heart to the unbounded possibilities. It is safe for me to open my heart to the unbounded possibilities. Lower your right hand to the top of your right knee. Draw your chin to your chest and half blink the eyes open. Now, the beautiful thing about back bends, and I will share this because those of you that practice with me a lot, appreciate the science, the last thing you want to do is not a forward fold. So whenever we take a back bend, the next place to counterpose is flat on the back. So go ahead and grab your blanket. We're going to set up now for Shavasana. We're going to set up Shavasana today with blocks underneath the thighs, because that's where we were opening up. We're still in retrograde right now. Anything that is needing to just scan in the past. So peek up, goes directly underneath your thigh bones. And then cover yourself with a blanket. This helps to incubate. Oh, might not get up from here. Helps to bring all of the energy that we've just opened into a grounded, safe place. And once you find maybe your eye pillow, your essential oils, anything that you might need, once you find you're set up, go ahead and take a few moments here and scan your body. Just literally doing an internal scan of what feels tight, where can I release, where can I soften, where can I let myself surrender into the earth and be held. We often don't see the results of our consistent practice because we're too consistently embedded, right? We're the doer, not the observer. But every now and then we might surprise ourselves with how we respond versus react. Like my door ringing, or not being thrown or so worried about finances or challenges that might come up, or war, whatever it is, food on the table, traffic, snowfalls in Buffalo. Because the only thing we have agency over is ourselves. It's the internal realm. So let yourself now, let the pieces that have been moving and shifting and aligning for you, let those pieces recalibrate to a place of balance. Breathing three-dimensionally, breathing into the back body, your bones, back of the legs, your shoulders, and back of the crown be heavy. Take a smooth breath here to inhale. On your exhalation, press your tongue to the roof of your mouth as you slide your fingers over your thumbs. Let your eyes roll back into their sockets and press your tongue behind the upper teeth. Stretch the arms up overhead and reach one side longer than the other. And stretch the other side out. In your own time, draw your knees into your chest. Let your knees fall over to the right side and slowly guide yourself to any comfortable seat, letting your head lie flat. Press your palms to the heart. This symbol, this gesture, this mudra that helps us to balance. Balancing our mind, balancing the brain hemispheres, balancing what is seen and unseen, balancing right side, left side, solar, lunar, masculine, feminine. This gesture is also the union of duality, right? That oneness is found in the heart. It's found when we look there. Not fragmentation. Just bow down to the love, the light, and the wisdom that is always in the center of your heart. And let the new beginnings and the new opportunities flood endlessly into your life. Thank you so much for joining me. Hari Om, Om Tat Sat. Happy New Year. Namaste. Let's make a fist with the right hand, cover it with the left, press it below the navel, lean forward and feel a subtle lift of your pelvic floor.